a small fishing boat on the Sea of Galilee, where an extraordinary event was about to unfold, one that would leave a group of seasoned fishermen completely speechless. It had been a long day of teaching, and as evening approached, Jesus suggested to his disciples, "Let's cross to the other side." The water was calm as they set out, the gentle waves lapping against their boat, and Jesus, exhausted from the day's ministry, found a cushion in the stern and drifted off to sleep. But you know how the Sea of Galilee can be. Without warning, the weather turned violent. Dark clouds rolled in, and the wind began to howl like a wild beast. These weren't just regular waves anymore. We're talking about massive swells crashing over the sides of the boat. Even the experienced fishermen among the disciples were terrified. Water was filling the boat, and death felt frighteningly close. And where was Jesus? Still sleeping peacefully on that cushion, seemingly undisturbed by the chaos around him. The disciples, probably thinking, "How can he sleep at a time like this?" rushed to wake him. "Teacher," they cried out, panic clear in their voices, "don't you care that we're about to die?" Now here's where it gets really interesting. Jesus stood up, and with the authority of the one who created the seas, he simply had spoke. "Peace," he commanded. "Be still." It wasn't a lengthy prayer or a complicated ritual, just 3 simple words. And immediately, not gradually but instantly, everything stopped. The howling wind, silent. Those terrifying waves, smooth as glass. It was as if nature itself recognized its master's voice and obeyed. The disciples stood there dripping wet and slack-jawed. They looked at each other, then at Jesus, then at the eerily calm water. Who is this?" they whispered among themselves. "Even the wind and waves obey him." You know, this story isn't just about a miraculous weather change. It speaks to every one of us who's ever faced a storm in life. Whether it's a health crisis, financial troubles, relationship problems, or overwhelming anxiety. Sometimes we're so focused on the waves crashing around us that we forget who's in our boat. The reality is Jesus hasn't changed. The same authority he demonstrated that day on Galilee is still active today. Maybe your storm looks different, but his power remains the same. Even when it feels like he's sleeping, he's still in control. So next time you feel overwhelmed by life's storms, remember this story. Remember that you serve a God who can calm any storm, not just on the sea but in your heart as well. With Jesus in your boat, peace is always possible, even in the midst of chaos.